Yo.
Yo.
Welcome, everybody, to the Sometimes All in Our Head podcast, the most
Sporadic
podcast going today.
Well, some people inundate you with content. We keep you guessing.
We don't do that,
Nope.
yeah. We don't do that, yeah.
Nah.
People just
throwing it out. Here's more stuff. Here's more stuff. You're like, we want you to be like, where the fuck have you guys been?
where you guys been. And the good thing is we have a lot going on, which you should be happy for us. We both got a lot going on career-wise, creative-wise. It's like,
Yeah.
we'd love to do this all the time.
If we can connect, like keep a mic on mic'd all day long.
Yeah.
And then just doing life.
Then they'll be called "Get the Fuck Out of My Head" podcast.
Get the fuck out.
All right, guys. I can't have you mic'd all day long.
You guys are all in our heads.
Yeah, man.
Man, get out of
Enough
here.
with Joe crying. My God.
Speaking of Joe crying, today was your
Therapy.
your first day therapy.
Yeah, I liked it.
You liked it? I didn't want to talk. I didn't mention it at all.
I almost canceled doing the podcast only because I was so raw
Drained.
when I left.
Yeah.
I felt naked.
Right.
But I liked the lady.
Happy birthday, Angela. She just tuned in.
Happy birthday, Angela.
It's this wicked birthday over there, wicked. It's fucking wicked.
Our northeastern French listener.
Yeah, Boston Red Sox.
Yeah.
fan.
Bonsoir. Is that a French term?
Did you talk about your Frenchness today in therapy?
Yeah.
So,
Happy birthday, mademoiselle. Therapy was good.
it was good. It was good. Your first session.
I mean,
so it's probably
it was. I needed it, man.
good, man.
I needed it, and I got a joke out of it too. Even
That's what we're doing. That's what we're about.
Well, no, at the end it just came because
Right.
we were at the end of the session, so I filled out this whole online thing for her.
Right.
With gave her like a credit card and stuff. She goes, "So do you want to pay your copay cash or with the credit card?" I go, "Oh, credit card. I gotta get some vacation points for this."
Yeah, right.
I said, "This vacation has been brought. This Caribbean vacation is brought to you on a river of tears." Yeah,
That's funny.
I might as well get some extra reward if I can.
Really? Yeah, you're gonna get spiritually helped, and you're gonna go to Bahamas.
Yeah, it's almost like I liked it, but I don't like the after effects of it. Like I'm very like
Do you think about like, oh, did I say, what am I talking about? Like that kind of regret that you said stuff, or
No.
you just feel like totally like,
well, when you say things you've never said,
right. You start thinking about,
you just get it's anxiety inducing.
Right. Yeah.
And when you're like you almost want speaking for me, I almost want a therapist to tell me what you're feeling is not valid.
right,
And
They
the
don't-
fact that it is,
right,
I'm like, oh, that stinks.
Right.
I was hoping I was crazy.
yeah.
Like
Oh, yeah.
I feel like crazy lets me off the hook a little bit.
Right, no, absolutely. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So you're like, but she did say, I think we should meet weekly, like to get
Really?
going. I'm like, I agree totally.
Right.
I'll give you a second copay right now. I'll stay for another hour. Like, I don't think anybody waiting, but we can bang out next week's right now. You don't want to do that. These 1 hour sessions. I don't know if I can.
Right.
I may need some 2 hour sessions. It's only $10 copay. Let's bang these out. 2 in one day.
That's funny.
Yeah. How about I'll do breakfast and I'll do it after lunch. Sure.
2-show day.
Yeah, one thing she did tell me, because obviously I'm not going to share what I spoke about in therapy, but
yeah,
she was just like, stay off Google, man.
I think I'm not even a therapist. I told her that.
I know, but I told her, it's just like when I think when I'm like, especially mental stuff.
Yeah.
I try to be like, you try to see if like other people.
Yeah, you don't
like,
want to feel alone.
So it's like, this is what I'm feeling.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
It's like, and she's like, yeah, you can't do that. It's just.
Yes.
Because it just keeps me obsessing.
Right.
It doesn't make me feel better.
No.
She goes, the best thing for you to do is to not do anything.
And especially if you don't find the answer that you were looking for in that first
Because you're
Google.
searching for one that validates.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're
You're like 16 O's in the Google search. You're like, how about down in this O?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I never even got to page 52 of a Google search. This is crazy in here. This is some uncharted waters. You won't believe what they're writing on page 52. The one that couldn't make. That's the craziest news articles ever.
Yeah.
After page 50.
Oh, you're in. You're in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Go.
That's Anybody wrote that motherfucker.
Exactly.
That's the deep web. That's
You
some
ain't
real
kidding. That is
insanity.
deep.
That's crazy. Yeah, what rational person goes past page 2?
No.
You're like, nah, I got to do a new search.
Yeah.
I can't get
Obviously,
that.
what the hell am I looking here for? Yeah.
Yeah.
If I put a name in for somebody, I don't go 13 O's into Google to look and see if I can find them. If you don't pop up in the first 1 or 2 pages of Google, I'm done.
I heard this podcast where this guy's in-laws were like in the like CIA or whatever.
Right.
And he asked them, like, you know, is the government really like watching us? And he's like, well, if you're not really doing nothing.
Right.
No, the government's not watching you. He's like, what you should be worried about is Amazon and Google. They're keeping track of everything you do.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's freaky because with like, okay, so I'm Googling some like whatever mental illness I feel like, whatever problems I feel like I'm having. So I go sign into YouTube and it's like recommending all these. I'm like, whoa, man, I don't want hide. But then it's like, it's crazy. It's bonkers.
No, it's nuts. I went, you know those little tile things, they're little, you put them on your keychain to keep track of your tile, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A little app tracking device.
Yeah.
Well, I had a couple of them laying in my toolbox, so I was like, what are they need batteries? So I Google tile, and I open up one instruction manual, and I need these little batteries. Okay, cool, done. That was all it was. One search, one click, one read, done.
Yeah.
And now in my Instagram and in my fucking Facebook, it's boom, tile ads. Need tile? Get a 4-pack of tile for $16.95. It's like, I just was looking for a bat. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah, it's listening when we're not on. Because
I don't know about that, but
I do, and I'll tell you exactly why.
Let me hear it.
All right. We've been changing our servers, our edit servers at the studio.
Right.
So we have like a server room that's like, you know, on lockdown.
Yeah.
And we run fiber wires through the ceiling to all our edit suites.
Right.
To share the media. I never search on my phone for that fiber wire. You don't buy that. Regular people don't buy that fiber wire.
Right.
I was just talking about it. Ads for that fiber wire coming up in my feed.
You don't think it connected to the network at your work?
I'm not connected to the network. There's no Wi-Fi at work.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I'm done.
No. Yeah, that would make sense.
I'm not getting an aluminum.
But
pad.
even so, though, even if I'm connected to it, it's still listing. So I'm not typing it in.
No, I know. But if you were connected to your network, and if you, just so you know, like for me, my phone is connected to my whole house network, right?
Yeah.
So when I'm on my tablet and I search something, my phone Google also gets it. So you know what I mean? It's always in there.
Yeah. The security at my job is like on lockdown.
Right.
You know, there's no because they're too afraid of information stealing.
Right. No, I'm just saying, like, if you're ever connected to your main computer.
Yeah, if it showed up on my work computer, I wouldn't bother.
No, I know
me.
that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying on your work computer, if you Googled it, something on the work computer, somebody else at another terminal, Googled it on your work computer, if your phone and Google talk to one another, it just puts it from the phone. It's just like, it's from, Google just started to answer my question.
Yeah. Yeah, no, not the case.
No, I told you the other day, I'm sitting in my house, and a commercial comes on. Hey, Google, play it. And it's just now. I try to whisper it so they wouldn't get involved. But it comes on, and then my phone was like, don't recognize the voice. And I'm like, what? It just answered from the television.
We are in the Matrix, bro. I don't even give a shit.
No.
I'm telling you.
Silly.
You're going to start paying attention.
Silly.
I bet you'll start seeing it pretty soon when you're thinking of something. You'll be like, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. That's gonna be Reese's.
If that was the case, it would always be on.
I know, but I'm telling you, it's.
There would be naked tattoo chicks holding Reese's Peanut Butter Cups all day long.
We are in a simulation. We are in the computer. We don't even know what happened.
We gotta keep my son really truthfully believes that. It's not even like you're saying it. No, you're saying it. You might be like, kind of saying it. My son believes it 1,000%.
I'm starting to believe it. They could totally.
He's not started. He's already there. My son believes that this whole world is a simulation. It's not real.
I mean, if you just take a look around at everyone's head down, like they already got us.
Yeah, that
visually,
part,
but like we don't know what they're doing. Like they could have done something to us with all this, so we're not even aware of. They could have really reprogrammed us. So we're just like,
for what though?
For whatever. For whatever.
So this is the question that I will challenge everybody with. For what?
to just be loyal producers.
For what?
For what? For what? I don't know. I'm not that guy.
Yeah.
I'm just,
you know why? Because the guy at the very top, I say this all the time, and it'll always true. What makes this world go around is money, and power.
Yeah, and they want us to produce so they can the really wealthy, the Jeff Bezos, the Amazon motherfuckers.
They already have. So if it's a simulation,
right, they have it because we keep our face in there. We just keep sending.
But if it's a simulation, they already have it. They're not even. What do they got to still control? What?
No, but
they're
this is
in control.
This is the start of the simulation. Like we are now being fed the information we want, the products we want, the news we
I
want.
set her phone's Google off too.
What?
I said Barbara Ann's Google off because I said Google.
See?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, though, it's like, no, we're not totally in a simulation yet. They're just getting us into the simulation. It's like it's giving us our desires and everything.
Say
and we're
that's true.
Yeah.
What would be the point if I'm in that much control already? I already have it all. What are you going to give me more? Who am I fighting? I'm the leader. I don't need to fight anybody. I'm getting it all.
No, it's not have to be a fight. It's just they just keep making you buy things.
For them to what?
To make more money.
But they already have it all.
Because you're buying things.
Here's the thing. If I want more money, that means I want everything. I want the stuff in the world, right? I want all the stuff. I want to be so rich that all the stuff is mine.
Yeah, but you can't, because if all the stuff's yours, then it's not worth anything.
Exact. That's my point. So what would be the point of this?
No, but they're keeping
you...
you...
So they get some of the stuff?
No, they're keeping you zombified just to keep feeding them money.
But for what? If the money is the answer, if the feeding of the money is the answer, if I have all control, I don't want to keep you zombified. You know what I'll do? I'll wipe you all the fuck out, and I'll just sit in my mansion by myself.
No, but that's no fun. You want power. You want to control. You want to be the man.
They did the power. They got the power. Oh
no, but what I'm saying, though, that the elite are controlling. They want you to be consumers, produce. They just want you to keep going to work and giving them the money. Give the money. And they zombify you with this, and you just keep buying shit.
Drop those fucking words.
We're all zombies, bro.
We're not zombies. Man.
We are.
You are, because you fed in. You bought. They sold you. They haven't sold
everybody is. I see everybody on their phones. No. Everybody's on their phones. Nope. You're on your phone.
I'm on my phone now because of this dumb show.
No, but you're on your phone when you're
not. No, I never do. When we're together,
you feel like I don't follow you on Snapchat and Instagram. I see you with your face filters.
But when I'm playing by myself, yes. But I'm never like, hey, me and my friends are together. Look at us doing stuff together. I'm together.
No, not at that moment. But I'm just saying, though, you don't buy shit with your phone.
Well, yeah, but that's because it's easier.
Yeah, because they want to keep you inside.
All right. I can't do this.
You don't feel there's a big world order out to get you?
Huh? No. Samantha, because you're buying things. That's like Joe's. That's his whole scientific fucking explanation. Because you're buying things.
They're making it easy for you. It keeps you on lockdown.
Okay.
It's the first step to turning us into robots, which is not necessarily a bad thing, unless you want to live if you want to live forever, it's a good thing. But
what are you talking about? Robots?
Yeah, they want. Yes.
What are you writing? A sci-fi movie?
No, this is the thing. I told you, it's my first day of therapy. I'm not getting a lot of work done yet.
This is your first day of therapy, and you're already a robot, and you're trying to get out, and you're living in a matrix.
Listen, I left
there...
What
the hell did you tell her? That you're already trying to be a robot? You went out of this body
No, I left there very raw.
You definitely did.
And we didn't even talk about this there.
No, I know you didn't. You're talking about whatever it is on the planet Earth that you no longer want to be a part of. So
but you don't think you don't think that Apple and Google just want our face in these things that make it? I saw it in 60 Minutes. They purposely make it addictive.
Stop talking.
No,
they want you in there.
Yeah.
They want to sell you stuff.
Right.
Yes, I understand that. It's the capitalism is they can keep them in the phone, show them stupid ads of clothes they'll never be able to wear.
It's the book 1984. Exactly. I didn't read the book, but tell us, Barbara.
I knew it. I was just gonna say, when did you read?
But I heard of it.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Barbara, for being the one literate in this fucking group. Listen to me. What I'm saying is I understand that. I understand them trying to get us to buy stuff, and they want us on this computer all the time. That's why they feed us little likes and feed us little, yay, you got a ha-ha today. And you're like, oh, my God. And it's approval. It's all a little approval thing to keep you locked in the phone so they can run an ad on the fucking, squatty potty that you watched on Shark Tank last
I got
night.
one in the other room.
There you go. You're the other guy. So I understand your frustration because you're buying all the shit and you don't want to buy all the shit anymore. I get that. However, I don't buy into the the total control in zombies, because then that's not worth it anymore. Then the game is over. If they have control, they want...
No, you don't have to buy into it. Just be mindful of it. I'm mindful of it. See, they're going to catch you by surprise.
You're right back on your phone 10 seconds from now. That's how mindful you are. You're fucking sucked right back in.
I know, but I'm mindful, though. I'm in there mindful. I'm not in denial like you in my phone.
I'm in denial. I'm not in denial. I'm just not doing it. I don't do it.
What?
I don't do it. I don't do it like you do. I'm not like as much as you are. I'm not. Into the phone, into my... I'm not.
Yeah. I want to get less.
Yeah, I'm in my own. Some days I'll sit like and just be in like, I don't even know where I'm at. Like I'm doing this meditating, and the guy's like...
Meditating?
Yeah, meditating. I was going to say meditation, and then I stopped.
Do this meditating.
Yeah, and I turned it to meditating.
I saw you pull back on the fishing pole.
Yeah.
Meditating.
And I got a meditating app.
Yeah.
And, though, it's very soothing, and the guy's just like, we'll just stare at nothing. I'm like, well, that I can do. Like, I can stare at nothing all day. I'm like...
Yeah.
I go into a little zone, and he's like, can you quiet your mind? And I'm like, well, quiet it. Like,
you can quiet your mind?
Yeah, man. But, so then they have this part in that app to, like, help you sleep. And it's like a meditating...
He's using the app to meditate. He's in.
Yeah.
He's in. They got you. You're using it. You're going against your own beliefs to give yourself meditation.
That's a free app. I'm not buying anything. And not...
No, but you're in the phone.
I'm not in the phone. The phone's nowhere near me. I'm in bed. Or I'm away listening.
But the robot has got control of you.
Okay.
Meditate without it.
I can. I've always meditated. I just got the app.
But do you meditate without it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I always meditated without
it, but now you need it.
But no, I just started.
You're addicted. We get it.
3 days ago. I got a free thing on my Verizon for, you get the Verizon points. So one of the things was 3 months free subscription to Headspace, this meditating app.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? Let me give it a shot because I do want to be more focused when I meditate. Let's see what it does. So I need help sleeping better. Mm-hmm. So I put it on at night, and they help you do they walk through this like scene, like, so we're at a campfire, and you're like trying to fall asleep, but then I get so anxiety because they're telling you how to feel parts of your body when you sleep, and like, now your legs are numb, and I'm like, I start getting like, because they're not numb yet, like,
yeah.
And I don't want to know where he's going to go to my chest being numb, and I'm not, my legs aren't numb yet, so I get so panicky because I'm not caught up to where this guy's leading me in my meditation that I took it off. I can't do it at night. It doesn't help me sleep. I get fucking anxiety. You know what I'm saying? But I do use it today. Like I use it as a five. You can do it as long as you want, but right now I'm doing 5 minutes, and the guy talks, and then he stops talking, tells you where you're at, and you to learn focus on your breathing. But his whole thing was you start looking at nothing, and then you just kind of like close your eyes and gently relax.
Yeah.
And if anything, the thing is that things are going to come into your mind. Learn how to get back to just focusing on something else. Like your mind is going to get, hey, what the fuck are we doing tomorrow? Oh my God, my life sucks. Those things are going to come in. He goes, when it does, don't panic. I'll be like, what the fuck I can't be thinking? Just be like, yeah, that's going to happen. That's normal. Just go back to thinking about your breathing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what it keeps pulling me back to, like, and just listening to my my air.
Yeah.
And it gets me off the thinking.
I like to try that. I've been like, I used to, when I was to hike, I used to listen to either podcasts or music. Mostly podcasts. That's how I used to rip through a lot.
Right.
But now I'm either music or nothing. Music keeps me creative.
Right.
Lets me think of ideas, and nothing. I tolerate nothing till I'm insane. Then I got to go music. You know what I mean? Like I do nothing for as long as I could. Then I'm we're in bad company right now.
I do nothing all day, every day.
Brian, is there a number where people can call in? You can call my number, and I'll put you on speakerphone if you wanted.
Yeah.
732-599-9286. And I'll put you on speakerphone if you want to call in and chime in about the whatever the fuck we're talking about.
Therapy and meditating.
I want to get off. I'm mad addicted to the phone. You know what it is? Like I'll do good for a little bit. I'll try, but it's like then I want to do a joke. So I'll post a joke that I'm like, I want to see if people are liking it. Or it's like, I'll do an Instagram story. And it's like, I want to see who's looking at it. And I just get in this like check-in mode. And then blah, blah, blah. And then someone sends you a message about it. And then it's just like, and you're like, oh my God. Like there's all these new apps. There's all these things on the last iPhone update and Instagram update where you can track how long you're on the apps. And I turned them all off. I don't want to know.
Really?
I know.
Yeah.
I know too much.
Right.
I know it's too much. But I do feel like today I didn't do any Instagram. I purposely didn't do any Instagram stories today because I didn't want to be checking it.
Right.
And
I do that with Facebook. I purposely don't put stuff up because
Yeah.
I don't want to know about it.
right. It's kind of sad
Did you have to do that?
that it becomes such an addictive thing that you can't.
Right.
But then you sit there and you're, yeah. I mean, I've been better with it, and it's been my most productive.
Right.
In that time, I've
Yeah.
been doing more writing and more thinking of things, and it keeps me obsessed about things. Like I said, like Googling like symptoms and like YouTube videos on midlife crisis.
Yeah,
and,
right.
You know, it's like, and then you start. You get stuck in this wormhole of information. You're like, I
Right.
can't even process this. Like,
Yeah.
you know, human brain. I don't know. It's like too much information. It's like,
No, it's all too much. It is too much, man. Especially for us, because we were born and we grew up, and a lot of our developing years were done without this. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now we're inundated with this technology that's we didn't have growing up. Kids, my kids, and kids maybe like 5 years younger than my kids, they're not as overwhelmed. They just because that's all they know. It's not overwhelming to them because that's all they do.
right.
You know what I mean? If you cut them out, they would be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like they wouldn't.
I was addicted to the internet right when I got it.
Yeah.
I remember 95 being in AOL chat rooms, just zombified and just chatting with strangers, and
Right.
you just locked in. I remember even my girlfriend back then, like in the late 90s, being like, "You're fucking always on that computer.
Yeah.
Like I'm fucking working, like being creative and shit. Get off my."
Getting back into the single and flirty chat room.
Single and flirty. Who are you talking to? Shut up. Not you. Get the fuck out of my room. Our room. Whatever. It's going to be my room soon. Don't leave me. I always wonder, because like back then, like I had like Match.com profiles. I wonder how often they like. I wish I don't even know my login. I wonder if they have like my. I thought it'd be hilarious if like my old profile is somehow still up there and I can see
Right.
the old pictures I was using and whatever bullshit I was
Selling.
saying I was.
Yeah.
I would love to see that today.
Did you remember deleting your whole account?
No.
You just stopped going on.
I just stopped going on.
Yeah,
So
I
that's
wonder if they have like
15 years ago.
a purge. Wonder if they have like a
Maybe
data purge.
13 years ago.
Get rid of
Yeah, that's what
everything.
I'm wondering. I'd be interested.
I mean, I look for guys and you never show up on my list.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't even.
I don't even go on any of those. Nope.
I just would love to, because I probably had shitty cameras back then, so it's not like
Yeah.
I didn't have any apps to make myself look prettier, so it's probably
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like the best of whatever I had going. But yeah, I'm addicted, and they know it, and they're controlling us.
I'm not a fan of a lot of the things. I mean, I don't mind scamming on Twitter and fucking Instagram. I don't like Facebook, but
Twitter bores me.
yeah, it doesn't. I mean, it does because it does. It can be boring. I look for the people that I want to read they're saying, and I just do that.
Well, the people that I want, I get notified when they post,
Oh wow,
and
I wouldn't be able to do that. It'd just be hitting me. Blah, 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 fuck that.
well, no, I mean it's like a specific sports writers that I like.
Yeah.
So I know I'm getting like breaking like baseball news.
Yeah.
I did Norm Macdonald for a little while, but like he'll tweet a whole football game
Or a whole golf.
Yeah, so I was like, I
Yeah.
gotta get that off.
Yeah, he's teeing at the 13th.
I think it's like a couple sports writers, Gary Shandling's account, because every once in a while they post one of his Zen diary things. So
okay.
I just like those quotes that keep coming out.
Yeah, right.
And Colin Quinn, because he just cracks me up with the whole character he has on Twitter, just makes me laugh.
Right.
The whole like braggadocious.
Yes.
It's.
Yeah. Todd Barry is funny too.
Oh yeah, I should.
Todd
Because the
Barry.
thing is, like, if I don't put the people I like notified, it just gets lost in the sauce.
Yes.
And then I'm like,
No, I hear you.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
I,
All right, we got some people in the chat, man. We need
Hi,
some
guys.
hearts, ha-has, wows, and thumbs ups.
There you go.
I'll do it right there. I like to see them flying on the screen, just rapidly.
I wanted to
hit the button and give us ha-has, wows, no sad faces. I went to therapy today. There's no sad face allowed.
How about a wow?
There you go. Ha ha ha.
I wanted to do like we were talking about how. Well, I was talking to you about how I feel that there's so much noise when it comes to podcasting, especially two comics just shooting a shit.
Yeah.
It's just really.
Yeah.
If you put that, if that was a searchable thing on iTunes or any other podcast,
yeah,
there'd be 16,000,
right,
comics just shooting shit.
Right. And they're not all good at it.
No, but the people who are listening to us know who we are. Some probably found us randomly.
Yeah.
Most didn't.
Right.
Most know you. Most know me. Right.
Yeah.
So we definitely are reaching the people who enjoy our voices.
I mean, on Facebook, because those are who our friends are.
No, I'm talking
the download is all over the country.
Right, but they might already. Some people might already know us. Some people maybe heard us on some. But for the most part, we're reaching our people. For the most part, I'm not saying every outreacher in fucking Alaska knows us personally.
Yeah.
But I'm saying for the most part, if you said, I'm not even going to do a number. Say you do 1,000 downloads a month. I'm just saying as a number, right? I would say 800 have known us. Some way, shape, or form. Seen our act, seen us at a convention, seen us somewhere.
Yeah.
And the other 200 found out about us or just found us and enjoy us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How do we get those percentages to flip? I believe is you need to talk about something. I'm not saying...
No. I mean, the key is you have to... Because I think you are who you are. I find that podcasts with specific topics, like if you're like, oh, we're this type of podcast, like we're a car podcast, that's good, you know what I mean? But it's like you're shrinking your audience even more.
See,
you know what I mean? But if you're two guys that have fun and that's just my computer. That's not the feed, I don't think. I don't know. Did we lose it?
It looks like it's good on mine.
Okay.
I mean,
yeah, it's just my computer.
It's
coming back. It's my sluggish computer. Gotta get a new Mac. I'm gonna probably get it this week. I made enough money with Gino's picks.
Nice.
I mean, you got to go on other people's podcasts. You got to, because that's podcasters listen to a lot of people that listen to podcasts listen to other podcasts.
Right.
So that's how you got to go get new podcast listeners. Be funny on other people's podcasts.
Believe, other than a Rogan, and other than let's say Mark Maron, of course, but a Rogan. You can't.
Rogan's he has all different types.
No, I know. So he's not. Other than those guys, I'm saying other than those guys, what is just the comics talking about comics that are out there that their cast are reaching $150,000 people a month? Not money.
Joey
people.
Diaz.
Yeah, but he's linked up to that crew. He got a bunch of listeners, and he's really funny. So he linked up with Rogan and not glommed, but fucking garnished a lot of their listeners because he was a part of that crew and he's fucking funny.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying. You got to get on people's podcasts and garnish some listeners that like your point of view on things.
Right. I believe, Joey, you got to take him out. Just talking about regular comics, just comics, not fuck names, household names that were household names before a podcast. I mean, other than Joey Diaz, who became big, not from his podcast, just became funny because he's a funny motherfucker. But other than that, who became, or at least garnished a lot of listeners strictly from being comedians and doing a podcast? Not many, is what I'm saying. I don't.
No, you don't believe? Yeah, I mean, it all depends on what you mean by many. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. There's plenty of good podcasts.
I just think two comedians shooting the shit, I enjoy it. I'm saying two comedians shooting the shit is such a vague, searchable thing. Like, oh, who are these two nobodies talking? Not that we're not entertaining and people who listen to us enjoy us, but
right. But what do you think people are searching for that will find something else?
I'm saying you could
what search term, like what podcast would you do where a search term would come up that would bring listeners? Like two guys talking about sushi. Like,
I don't even. You know what though? I'm not saying that's it, but I'm saying I guarantee you, if you had a podcast out there saying sushi talk, that people who love
you get sushi people that are into that.
yeah, and I'm just saying
which is less than
people who just listen to comedy, guys.
Yeah, because the average person just likes to listen to interesting, funny people. It's not like you know what I mean? So like you hope they pick you,
Right.
and then you hope you keep them.
Well, I mean, like
and
for
then
instance, like Kirk Smith,
yeah,
right? He has a specific things. Two comedians. They
Yeah.
talk about autism.
Right.
They talk about other things in life, but
but that's only going to appeal to that population,
But that population is getting almost 300,000 views. I mean,
right? 'Cause that's a big topic, and it's a topic that people in that thing want to talk
Right.
about. So if you have something like KP's got a history podcast,
Right.
He specifically wants to do a history podcast where he does history every week.
Right.
I have nothing I like enough to do that with.
Right.
To be on topic every week on that.
What?
I don't have anything I'm
I get
into
it.
that much.
I get it. I
where
get it.
It's like
I get it.
Yeah.
I understand that. I totally get it.
as far as because I tried even doing an interview podcast, my first one, and I was just tired of trying to get guests.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I think
we talked about everything, and
Right.
people liked it, but it started becoming me because I couldn't get a guest, and that nauseates me because I don't like to just be on for more than I can only talk for about 15 minutes.
Right. Yeah. After you get sick and tired of hearing yourself.
You know. Philip Joanna, waiting for the interesting and funny. Okay. Log off.
Or keep waiting.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying that I believe if it doesn't have to be that, but if it was like even those wrestling podcast guys, they don't even talk about wrestling the whole time. They talk about,
Right.
I mean, it's part of their allure. You know what I'm saying? Guys talk about beer, craft beer. Not us, but these are things that are out there. Comics who found a common thing there. You know what I mean? And they yap about. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think as far as like our podcast, you just got to bring in the topics you want to talk about.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It's like you're either going to be a specific subject matter week to week, or you're going to be someone that brings in different topics every week.
Right.
Can't you type the number because I can't rewind your podcast? Oh. Jesus Christ. Okay. Not if you're going to talk about blackface. I don't want to be talking about.
Is that what his topic was? Yeah, Bri. 2 girls, 1 cup. Yeah, I guess. I don't know if I want those group of people calling
No,
us.
I don't want no. Well, we're going to see what happens with the phone call.
But anyway, see if it's only him that calls.
I mean,
Yeah.
podcasting, it's just like an extra thing you do. It's just like a thing. And I'm telling you, the way to grow podcasts is go on other people's podcasts. Promote your podcast like actual ads. Just no one's just going to find you. Because you go on iTunes, you got to get past Rogan, Burr, Marin. There's the top whatever. No one's going deep in.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you try and keep your listeners. You go a lot of times. Okay, we have our first caller. Okay, who's on the line?
Yo, it's Brian Cloder.
Hey, what's up, Brian?
Hey, dude, I'm not going to be racist, I swear to God. I just want to ask a question, being that you guys are comics.
Okay.
All right. I came across a video today, and it has to do with Megyn Kelly as well, with her being fired, just talking about blackface. I came across a video with the skit on Comedy Central with Key and Peele.
Okay.
And they had a video, and all right, this is just the name of the video, and it's called Das Negro.
Okay.
And it's with a German talking to Key and Peele, and they were wearing whiteface. And this was 5 years ago. Now, being a comic, and I love comedy, and I love what you guys do, and I love comedy, and I listen to you guys a lot. They wore whiteface, and it was okay. how come there wasn't a backlash and they got in trouble, but just Megyn Kelly talking about blackface, she got fired?
I'll field. Can I field it real quick?
I'll let Mike field it first.
The thing is that blackface was never. I mean, whiteface was never something people did to, I guess, disparage or be kind of condescending to black people. It was never a thing that people did. White people, it wasn't like somebody did whiteface, be like, whiteface, white people. It was never a thing that a whole, country did to disparage somebody. So it was something that just brings up, listen, as far as the Megyn Kelly getting fired for saying she doesn't understand why it's a big deal, I get it. Like, I don't know if I get intent. I think when somebody does something racist, it was racist. I think if someone does something that was not intending to hurt anybody, I don't think they should it's a capital crime because somebody did it. But you should be, as an adult, be a little more aware that blackface has like a really negative tone to it, and why would you even want to do it?
Right, but with Megyn Kelly talking about it, she got fired.
Yeah, I don't agree.
It should be an equal thing.
Well, I don't know.
If you don't want, and I don't agree with blackface. I'm not racist. I mean, I love every race, but I'm racist to racists.
Right.
And I never thought she should have been fired for what she just talked about.
I don't think anybody should ever get fired.
I don't think it should be okay for somebody to do something when the opposite should be regarded against being racist. Do you know what I'm saying?
I totally understand, and I don't think she should have lost her job for saying she didn't think it was a big deal or talking about it. But you can't compare, blackface to whiteface. They did the movie White Chicks, where the Wayans brothers dressed up like white girls.
I mean, if it's racist to be blackface, it should be racist to be white-faced.
Well, Patrice O'Neal had said it one time. He goes, black people didn't get reparations; they got language. That was the reparations. They could say whatever they want, whenever they want. You know what I mean?
God rest his soul. He was a funny comic, man.
But it's true, though. I mean, I don't my whole point on the whole blackface thing. It's like if you're above a certain age, it's like why you even? It shouldn't even be you should know better, and it shouldn't even be a discussion. If a kid, if a little kid goes and sees the movie Black Panther, a little white kid, and he's like, "That's my favorite." Superhero, and he goes in his mom's room and grabs the makeup and puts it on and goes out.
Yeah,
the kid you let it go because he's a child.
He's not.
But for the parent to put it on the kid and send them out, you're like, what are you, dumb?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like what? Or I mean, I've seen it a million times. Especially I've seen comics do it. It was back. I've seen comics dress up in blackface at Halloween parties because they're the edgy guys.
Yeah.
To the edgy guy. It's like you're trying to get a rise out of people.
Right.
You know what you're doing. You're not that dumb.
And the thing is, though, is that whiteface, if it only makes you upset because you can't do blackface, it's really not good enough reason to be somebody going whiteface doesn't insult me. Like, oh my God, whiteface, that is insulting.
But it shouldn't. But nowadays, it shouldn't insult anybody if you do whiteface or blackface in the name of comedy. I mean, I feel if you have something funny to say and it has everything to do with being funny, I think if you want to do blackface and do something that's not degrading to people,
well, it does. But if you remember, Robert Downey Jr. went in blackface for Tropic Thunder. There was no backlash. It was done in the creative pursuit, and it was done tastefully.
Right.
It wasn't like...
It wasn't done like blackface.
It wasn't done like blackface.
Yeah.
It wasn't done in an insulting way.
In an insulting way.
Right, but was Megyn Kelly talking about it
I think Megyn Kelly was, since she left Fox News and went there, was hated anyway. And I think it was just... this is a great way to get rid of somebody we wanted to get rid of.
I have a feeling she knew that she was going to get canned and she was okay with it. I believe that part. But
I don't think anyone...
And people doing whiteface, even blackface. Even today, if somebody does something in blackface, like if you do something that has anything to do with comedy, I think it should be okay. But to get fired over that is insane when a black person could do the same thing with whiteface and nobody even talk about it. I came across the video today and I thought it was insane.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, dude. I totally get it. But I don't think anyone should lose their job for something like that. I don't really think what she said was that offendable of a crime. Her not knowing why blackface really isn't that good is kind of confusing to me, but that's beside the point. I don't think you should lose your job because you're that dumb.
Yeah.
However, whiteface has never been insulting, ever.
No.
Ever. So that's why when someone does it, comedy or straight or whatever they do it, it's no one is taking offense unless you want to take offense because you can't do blackface. Then there's your argument.
Right.
If you're really truthful, like, I'm insulted as a white person that person would dress like whiteface, then I don't know those people.
I don't have anything that insults me as a white person.
Yeah.
Racially. No term has ever.
Portraying everything is I think they're trying to make white people the devil, and when people are trying to even make fun of certain things, I think you can make fun of anything.
Yeah. If you're, but you got to. But the key is though, you can make fun of anything, but there's gonna be some consequences. You know what I mean? There's gonna be someone that's not gonna like it.
Somebody's gonna get offended.
Someone's get offended, and if it's your choice. I mean, I don't like that people get fired either. I mean, it's just the way the world is now. Unfortunately, it's like they found a way around free speech where they go after your money. They go after your livelihood because they realize they can't put you in jail, so they'll just put you
out of
work, which a lot of people don't agree with me. I'm like, which is pretty devastating for people, especially if you're not a person like, Megyn Kelly got a $30 million payout. She's going to be okay. There's some comics that could lose something and not make that. You know what I mean?
To be honest, I believe that Megyn Kelly talked to the people from whatever station she was working at. I mean, I don't follow Megyn Kelly too much, but I feel that she had a meeting with them saying, listen, we can't pay you. The numbers aren't in. We need you to leave in a way where we can still gain ratings. And I believe that that's the way it happened. And because, I mean, to me, I read between the lines, but still, with the media portraying white people as being the devil is insane. But with Key and Peele doing a skit, it never bothered me. I thought it was the skit they did. I thought it was hilarious. But the way they don't say anything about it, and then when a white woman talks about blackface, I don't even think she even talked. I mean, I really didn't do research on this. I mean, because I'm drinking alcohol, so that's this much research I've done. But with her just talking about kids painting her face black, the backlash she got being a racist is insane. But with a black person painting her face white, with a Nazi trying to find a Negro, it blows my mind. And I just wanted to get your guys' perspective out of it, being that you guys are comics and you should be able to talk about anything. And it's insane that in today's day and age, you're not allowed to. There should be no restrictions in talking or being a comic, and it's really insulting.
Yes.
And I'm offended. Now I'm offended as a white person.
Okay.
That's not being racist.
No. I mean, bottom line is,
if you're only going to get offended, to me, if you're only going to get offended because it's like a black person.
I'm joking. I'm not offended.
No, I know.
No.
I'm saying if a black person could say the N-word and then white people are like, well, why can't? If your only thing is because a black guy gets away with it, like that to me, and I'm not saying this is you, dude. I'm just saying to me, that says a lot more about what you're really about. Like if you're only angry because the black guy got away with it, and then you take it so personal that like, oh, he painted himself white. That isn't so. It's not. You're not insulted. You're just mad. You're just angry. Not Patrick.
To be honest, I'm more curious to get your perspective.
Yeah, right.
You guys are comics, but I'm not offended whatsoever.
I think everyone should be able to say whatever the hell they want. You are going to get repercussions. The reason why Megyn Kelly lost her job is because she's not a comic. She says it on television, and then they were trying to like actually have a conversation with her, like, hey, no, blackface is really insulting to black people, and she just could not get that. And like, you got to be a little more empathetic and understand why it would be. Just a little bit. Like, why it would be more insulting to a black person to dress, somebody to do blackface, than for a white person to get offended by a black guy doing whiteface. You got to understand why it's more insulting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And she didn't. She couldn't get it. She's like, I don't get it. And like, that's why they called her a racist, because she just couldn't get why blackface was bad.
Which is strange as an adult news person that should be educated. I mean,
right.
It's just odd.
That's why I almost feel like it was set up with her talking about that for her to get fired.
So you think she did that on purpose?
I think her and her bosses discussed it before the episode because the numbers weren't there. That's what I believe.
Or maybe they knew which. Maybe they were like, oh, we know how to get rid of her. Hey, ask her about blackface.
Yeah.
And she'll just go off. We were talking about it. I heard her talking about it the other day.
Yeah.
Just say blackface.
Just say blackface.
She'll be gone tomorrow.
And then stop talking and let her do the rest.
Talk about blackface.
Yeah. Maybe they set her up in a trap. Like,
we're definitely paraphrasing it, but basically, in a nutshell, I think that's what happened. I mean, you
Could
have
be.
so many people working for the company. They had the brainstorm something, and being that Halloween was coming up at the time, I think that's what somebody had to decide that. And
I can't even believe it's still an issue. I can't even believe it's an issue. Also,
it shouldn't be.
Yeah, and also, like, blackface, fine. Like, but like, like, they're starting to be like, oh, if you dress up like as an Indian, you're like, they're taking it. You also have to distinguish between offensive and just a Halloween costume.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's intent. To me, it's always intent.
Was with kids dressing up as a certain ethnicity, so, is it okay or not?
Well, when I was a kid, my mother dressed me up as an Arab. And they gave me a hook nose and everything. Out of like, I bet nowadays that'd be really.
I know what you look like.
That'd be very offensive. It was so hot that Halloween it melted off my face. So I was just a little white kid Arab with no hook nose. But back then it was the Ayatollah and stuff was torturing people, and that's what I wanted to be. So.
Right, but there's no difference with that. And the little kid dressing up and changing his complexion to be a little bit darker to portray whatever that little kid wants to be. I mean, that's what makes kids racist when they grow up to become a racist.
Well,
is that?
No, but I think if your son comes and says I want to be Black Panther for Halloween,
and you can teach him,
that's a teaching moment.
Yeah. You say, well, this is why, son. It's not about you. I know you're not racist. It's not about you, but years ago, people would do that to kind of disparage.
Yeah. Just teach him how to walk like George Jefferson up the street. Be like, you can appropriate that. You can do a jive walk, but we can't paint your face.
Yeah.
If you want to be more black.
Jesus, I hope I didn't ruin you guys.
No, it was good, man. Thanks for calling,
All right, man. We're going to let you go. Thanks for the discussion,
thanks for calling,
buddy.
man. I appreciate it.
Man, thanks for having my call, man. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys.
All right, thanks, man.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, we should get a call-in number so that people could...
Yeah. Can we do like a Skype phone call number?
Yeah, we could do
something.
something.
Have to do Skype, or can they do a?
I think you have to pay to do the phone, like with Skype. It's
okay.
like some other. But I think we can get a Google number.
Right.
Google Voice number.
Right.
We can. See, Brian helped us. We're going to improve the podcast. We're going to take calls. It's good for discussion.
There you go.
I don't want to continue on blackface, though. I think I think we know where we stand.
No, okay.
I'm against it. I don't find, especially with adults. It's like, get over yourself.
Yeah, like
there's a million things you can be.
Like you said, if a kid came up to you and said they wanted to do it, they may. It's not about their malicious or intent, but you tell them why you can't.
Right.
You just teach them why it's like doesn't make sense anymore. Listen, like kids dressing up like American Indians, like when I was a kid, you dress up like an American Indian. It wasn't a big deal. For some reason, I mean, for where we're at in our world now, it is a bigger deal. Yeah. So maybe you just relook at things. We evolve. I was telling me and my son were talking about this the other day. My son was like, we were talking about transgender.
Yeah.
And somebody in my family, I heard him say something disparaging and negative, and I didn't like it.
Yeah.
So I just told my son that I didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I don't like being this, talking down about it. You know what I'm saying? Or like,
Yeah.
Or like, my son had a strong opinion on why someone shouldn't be able to do it. Like at a young age, they shouldn't even be talking about it.
Yeah.
Because and he's saying it affects. I'm like, how does it affect you though? Like, if I had a kid and he was 10 years old and he said, Dad, I think I'm a woman, I'm a girl.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we're going to do it right now. We're not cutting your dick off and making you a girl.
Right? Not there right on the spot.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I was trying to say to him. I'm like we're going to talk about it. We're going to get you, maybe bring you to a therapist. Like, you talk about your feelings.
Yeah, try tucking a little bit first. See if you even like the feeling.
Like,
you know
just do stuff that makes you, you're not going to rush to it.
Right.
But I think you should be able to talk about it with your kid. If your kid feels this, like, help him feel it. And if he doesn't, you help him. And he's like, no, because that is just teaches, people that they can be that instead of like teaching them how to be happy with who they are. And I'm like, yeah, but sometimes it's deeper than that, man. You don't understand it because it's not affecting you. So you don't understand it. I learned something when I first got clean. I had about 3 months clean. I'm sitting in a meeting and some girl was sharing about her father dying. About her mother dying. She's bawling.
Okay.
Crying her mom just died. And some fucking jerk off put his hand up and said, I know hey, listen, you're going to get through this. This is what you do to get through that kind of stuff. And you don't use, and you can get through anything. Just call people and you're going to stay close and you can do anything. My parents are both alive, thank God. But I know that's what you don't even have experience? Shut your fucking trap. And I didn't realize it. Like I said, about 4 months clean. My buddy JT put his hands up and he was like, listen, both of I think his father passed away at the time. Like, my dad just passed away, so I totally understand it, man. It's heartbreaking. And to you don't have a fucking clue what you're talking about. Don't tell her what you think you should do.
Yeah.
Who the fuck are you to say what you think someone should do to get through something? You know what I'm saying? Let her get. If you have experience, you can say, this is what happened when I did it.
Right.
That doesn't even mean she's gonna feel that. You could just tell her your experience. Don't tell her how she should be, based on nothing of your own personal knowledge. And like, so with this kid, my son was like, I don't think that he should do. And I'm like, how does this affect you though, buddy? Like, how is this going to affect you personally?
Right.
And he comes up with this fucking theory, almost like the fucking Matrix type of theory, how, well, we're teaching kids how to be like this, and then society has to make laws that say we can't even question what they're doing. I'm like, why would you question what they're doing, though? No, but like, there's law, and then he makes this bullshit up that he finds on the internet. He's like, no, there's laws. You can go to jail, man. You can go to jail if you say something, if you call a girl, like a guy, Mr., and he's actually a transgender woman. You can go to jail for that.
Jail.
I'm like, no, you can't, Mike. He's like, yeah, Google it, man. I'm like, I'm not Googling it because you can Google anything and find it. You can Google anything and find a fucking article that supports you. Yeah. Anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Anything. If I eat money, will I shit quarters? Fucking Google it. You're probably going to find something that says, yeah.
It'd be great if you did, though.
Yeah. Why would I want to shit quarters when I have the money? Why would that be great?
I don't know. Just cool talent to show people.
That's about it. Yeah.
They can't make any change.
Vegas.
Give me $1.
Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
But we got into this big, discussion about that. And I'm like, I just don't understand how. I don't even know how we got to transgender.
I don't know. You brought it up.
But we were talking about.
I don't know how you got to transgender. I just was letting you roll.
But there was an initial point that started me talking about it. I was just trying to compare. Like, I had a conversation with my son.
It was about like having your son like we're having a conversation with a kid about blackface, and I don't know how you got to transgender, but I was waiting for your point to be solidified.
I don't remember.
They got you in the Matrix, baby. They don't want the message getting out. I did hear a weird term the other day. I have to say, there's these new Yep, Barbara, you're right. Google is watching. She knows what's up. But parents now.
Hey, Google.
Just
want to fuck with her. Just wanted to fuck with Barbara's Google.
Some parents they are now saying they don't have babies. You know what they have?
Infant pods.
Babies. Because they don't want to give it a gender.
Baby's not a gender.
I know, but they feel they just it's a baby.
You're a retard.
I'm just saying. I saw it the other day, or I forget where I heard it, but I was like, baby.
Well, some people go too far. But my point was my son was saying how things will change the way we change. That's the whole point was we evolve. Like we were talking about the Indian thing. We are where we are now.
Yeah.
Like you evolve. This is where we are. We're evolved.
Yeah, the Cleveland Indians finally took Chief Wahoo off their uniform, off everything of theirs.
Right.
This year it's just going to say Cleveland Indians.
Right.
No Chief Wahoo.
Yeah.
Because that was offensive.
And I don't even know. Well, there's real hardcore 100% Indians that did offend.
Right, and there's a lot of Indians that didn't offend,
Exactly.
and they just made the choice. But you know what? Nobody. If you really like baseball, nobody gives a shit.
No.
And you still have your old memorabilia if you want to really relish in your.
But what I'm saying is, like now we're in the know of that, right?
Yeah.
We know that happened. We know what it was with Chief Wahoo, and we'll know what it was without. In 50 years from now, there's going to be a 20-year-old kid that didn't even know, right? And someone's going to say, they used to have a fucking American Indian, Chief Wahoo, and that kid is going to be like, really? They used to do that? That's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to be there.
Right.
We're here now, going through the changes, growing pains. It sucks for some people changing.
Yeah, I don't know why people don't want to evolve. Well, it's always like it's like
Everybody wants to hold on to the way they do things, because the way they
isn't
do
it so
things is
much
the
better
right way.
to change and
Yeah,
discover new things and let go
Well,
of
I
the
thought-
past. I thought that's like what almost life is about.
that's supposed to be.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're gonna get this preconceived notions and then just live with that.
Right. So it's like buying a home, never painting. You never paint your house. Never
Right.
painting. Same clothes since fucking high school. No ever change. But you ever notice, and I'm just bringing this up, you ever notice the people who hate changes wear the same shit they wore in high school, have the same hairstyle, listen to the same music,
Yeah.
watch the same shows. They're fucking miserable.
Yeah.
As far as comics who don't want to change, they write the same jokes, hate the same fucking acts, complain and blame all the young comics for their non-success. Right? You ever notice that?
Yeah.
You ever notice that? You ever notice who really is out there politically sometimes, and you look see who they are, and you look at their comedy career, and you're like, that's why I know why you're this fucking far off, pointing the finger at all of the people that your career didn't take off for.
That's always bizarre when people think their career is because of what other people are doing.
Right.
It's like, how do you not totally take responsibility for yourself?
Right.
Like, that's the funniest thing I ever found with comedians was it's like, that never dawns on them that it could be their act.
No.
Like, it could
And
never...
that's
like,
all it dawns on me.
It's like I was talking with KP about it. I go, it was a Greg Giraldo quote, and I still think about it. It's like, the ability to make people laugh does not mean you're a good comedian.
Right. Yeah, I said that one time.
Doesn't mean it.
Just because you got to laugh didn't mean you're a comic.
And okay, you've built this act. It's got you this far, but you got
Right.
all right. It's the same thing. Like people be like, "Yo, I just got to be myself." It's like, all right, but yourself is just like 100 other selves.
Right.
So if you want to be big, you have to distinguish yourself.
Right.
Which means you got to now get creative,
Right.
where the word creativity comes in.
Right.
So yeah, maybe just talking about your everyday life, enough people are doing that. They
Right.
need something new. If you want to, yeah, you could get a career, a kind of career, but if you want to be the man, you may have to
Right.
You know what I mean?
Reinvent
It's like,
a little bit.
But
No, it's never.
it's easier to just go up and this is what I think about this thing
Right.
instead of try to figure out a new angle.
Right.
You know what I mean? It may not even work.
No, but you're trying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But to blame other people is,
Yeah, exactly.
hey, yeah. Anything I didn't get was because I didn't go for it,
Yeah. And anything I didn't get means that
and
it
anything
wasn't-
somebody got wasn't even meant for me.
No.
That's what the weird thing. It's like, oh, how'd they get that?
Because they
They were there,
Yeah, and they did
and
it.
they
They did a job,
wanted.
and they didn't just give it to anybody because it was there. That guy deserved it, opportunity, took the opportunity, and won him. You didn't.
No, that guy wasn't there on stage, but they were holding your headshot, being like, "Change our mind."
You're right.
Change our.
Change our mind.
It's like,
Just posting up. This is your competition.
yeah.
Oh, that guy.
Oh, you kill? You kill like this guy at the firehouse
Yeah,
kills?
because he doesn't know. He gets some like I'm telling for me, and like this is the self awareness that I've always had. Yes, I do really well, but that doesn't mean anything. So what I do really well.
Isn't it baffling though? You could. It still baffles me that I could do a show for 200 people where I'm getting wall-to-wall laughs, applause breaks. 100 of them can come up to me and be like, on the way out, like, that was one of the best shows I've ever seen. And I'll get like 2 social media followers.
Right.
You're like, how did I not turn that into at least a half of them?
Right. 5%.
Yeah.
I could get 5% of that 200
Even
people.
10%. Yeah. What?
Well, 10% is 20 people. 5% is 10 people. You could get 10 motherfuckers to say, you know what? I'm going to follow you on Instagram.
No.
That's
crazy. Well, that's like my short film I put out. It's been up for
16 months.
It'll be a week. It'll be a week tomorrow.
Right.
Or a week today. Yeah, tomorrow. So I got over 600 views in a week.
Okay.
It's in 10 new followers.
Right.
But I don't have 600 followers.
Right.
I'm like, how come? Okay, so we'll say I'll just say 300 people watched it twice.
Yeah. So you get 10%.
I should at least. I started with. I'm at 279, so I was at 269. I'm at 279. I should at least be in the 500s.
Right, you would think.
You would think. But then I talked to. I asked people. They go, "Yeah, we watched." I'm like, "Did you subscribe?" Like, I don't have a YouTube account.
You don't have a YouTube.
Most people don't.
No, you don't. You're right. Because you
know?
can watch videos without having an account. So
yeah, you can watch videos without an account, but you were just like, because you hope to garner.
But then
more.
they want to like it, and they're like, fuck, can't like it.
Well, because it's like you got to sign in. I got to do an
never
account. I'm
mind.
like, I'm not doing all that. Come on.
I like the joke.
I'm not getting into Matrix for you.
Yeah.
I had a girl tell me she watched it 20 times, and then showed her whole family. I was like, that's the most flattering thing I ever heard. 20 times? That's nice.
That is great.
Touch me.
That's touching.
Touch my heart.
20 times.
20 times. How great is that?
That is great.
I mean, it's a 3-minute film, so.
She watched it for
with
60
credits.
minutes, an hour.
Yeah. Well, it's funny though. Like on so it's got 600 something views and like 30 thumb ups, no thumb down.
It's good because you got to sign in.
Because you got to sign in. But it's funny though because it shows. It just shows like how because like at the end of the credits I put subscribe to my channel with like a link to subscribe or to another video. Mm-hmm. But it's like man, as soon as those credits hit, because it shows you the time of keeping people's attention. It's at 100%. But
as soon as the movie's over, they're done.
Boom! I know, but you like you're trying to get that the subscription.
She should have put it floating on the bottom of the last scene.
But I don't want the be in the fuck. The credits kick in and it pops up.
No, I know, but like if you have it like in the bottom.
I know, but I didn't want to distract.
I got you.
You know what I mean? But it's just so funny. It's like
right.
10 seconds. Yeah. 10 seconds.
No, it's over.
It's over, baby.
It's over.
I gotta move on. I gotta go binge something else,
Next
baby.
video, please.
Oh my god, yeah. It's so sad. But I'm happy with the movie.
That's all that matters.
I entered it into a bunch of film festivals.
Okay.
Garden State Film Festival, Montclair Film Festival, Monmouth Film Festival, and one other one. I think it was 4.
Okay.
And Montclair Film Festival is a big festival, so they may be giving me my own IMDb page for it.
Sweet.
So I'm very excited about
that's awesome.
Having a movie on IMDb.
That's great.
Never had that.
No.
When I got that email, I'm like, this is great.
Yeah. That's great, man.
So a friend of mine asked, she's like, I hope you win. Because I said, Garden State Film Festival is my birthday weekend. That'd be a good birthday present. She goes, oh, yeah, I hope you win. She goes, I think you could. I was like, honestly, I'm like, I hope so too. But I'm like, just being shown at a film festival is like,
absolutely.
I feel like a huge,
because
they've watched thousands of films.
Right.
I mean, I can't see why they wouldn't. It's a nice, quick, easy watch.
Right,
got a good laugh.
Yep.
And you're out. You know, it's nice, simple.
Right, and they can put it anywhere. It's not.
And I feel like it's intriguing until you get to that.
Right.
It's not like.
Yeah. I get it.
There's like an intriguing part to it. You know. And that's that.
That was good. I'm doing a lot more. Like I'm making a lot more conscious effort to be like a writer as well and write stuff. I want to act. I want to write. I want to just a lot more conscious effort.
Yeah.
To be creative in all aspects of my fucking being.
Right.
So I'm going to the library daily. 3 hours, spending like 3 hours, whatever it is, going in and writing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Writing. Whatever the fuck it is I'm writing, I'm going there. So I'm not doing it in my house. It's too distracting.
Yeah.
It is. It's too distracting.
Yeah.
Even if I had a room like this, away from everybody, it's too distracting for me.
Yeah.
Just this is too. My house is too distracted, too comfortable. I sit back, I relax, I look up at the. No, it's not good. I need to have a purpose. I need to be fucking a purpose. You have a job to do. Go do your fucking job.
Yeah.
Get out of the fucking house. Get out of comfort zone. Put your fucking clothes on, your adult clothes, and go outside.
Yeah, just the act of going outside.
Yes. Gets
Just
the
makes
juices
you
flowing.
feel better. and
Absolutely.
that's why, I gotta.
I'm not sitting home in my shorts that I just slept in with a cup of coffee.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? And gonna create. That's where my fucking I have a lot of things I want to fucking do. That's where it's gonna come. My shorts.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Not for me. It's not. It's not for me.
That's what I love about my acting school is I leave there just flowing with creative spirit. It's just this nice. It's because it's a creative endeavor. It's different than stand up where it's just a bunch of fucking dudes fucking going up there telling their shit. It's like you don't even feel that creative sometimes.
No.
You know, it's
Unless
just,
you've got a brand new joke you're gonna work on, you don't.
right, but I mean the whole atmosphere is just more about like everything but creativity.
Yes.
You know?
Yep.
We're like actually we're just like we're in it. We're like dissecting shit. We're figuring it out. It's like
There's this kid that comes to LOL. I can't think of his name right now. I don't know why. It just escaped me. But when he's there, unless he's probably in his mid 20s maybe, mid 20s. But unless he's fucking writing a fucking thesis on the human heart, this kid, there's not a time that he's in the green room or in the hallway that he's not on his computer.
yeah.
And that's all he does. I don't know what he's doing. Apparently, he's got to be writing a lot. Like I write in my little pad, but I mean, he does not pick his head up, headphone in.
Yeah.
I can't do that in that environment. You know what I mean? I just can't. I just need so make an effort. Got the scripts I'm writing. I also want to start submitting for late night shows. John Oliver and Bill Maher as well. I want to try to get a writing job in those because I really love those shows.
Yeah.
And I know I kind of think I know their voices now, and I kind of like tag jokes when I'm watching it and like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Certain things. So I'm like, why don't I capitalize on my ability to help people write? So I mean, if I watch anybody's act, I'm usually very good at writing the joke, connecting the setups better.
Yeah.
I'm like, why can't I try that with this? So I reached out to someone who writes for Mar, a friend of mine, and he told me that they don't take daily submissions anymore like they used to.
Yeah.
Back like late night takes daily submissions.
Right.
They don't do that, but like once a year they'll do like a hiring thing.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna try to get a packet. He's like, it took him like 20 packets to finally get through.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna write in a couple of packets, But it's even worst case scenario. I write 50 packets for all these shows and I get nothing.
Yeah.
I did get better at writing.
That's it. You just do it to do it, man.
Exactly.
That's
So
what I did. Like the film, it's like, what's it gonna get me? I don't know. I just make it.
Right.
I'm reworking an old script.
Right.
That I've been thinking about. Just trying to stay. It's just what I want to do.
Right.
I've almost been just kind of. I have to start writing more stand up. I've almost been doing the same stuff because I've been writing so many other things.
Yeah.
I have some notes of jokes. I just have to go out and like
Right.
mess around with them.
Right.
You know what I mean? I've been lax on that, which is what it is.
Yeah.
You only have so much brain
How
power.
much writing stuff you can take.
And I gotta like this. I just started therapy today. I really have to get over these humps in my life.
Right.
I feel like I just got like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm like, just go easy on yourself.
Right.
Just it's okay if you mail it in. Just enjoy your act for a little bit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Don't.
like we talk about you write jokes, you put that aside from it. Now you write some scripts. Like I remember when the one time I had a full conversation with Dane Cook.
Yeah.
We were talking about people were like producing like their new hour every year.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is your feeling? I said, I just feel like it doesn't. First off, I think you rush your hour, and I think it's a false, fucking expectation they put on comedy fans. They think, oh, he's got to have new all the time. And it just weakens and lessens the value of the comedy they are getting.
Oh,
and
yeah.
He was like, I don't do this, have to get a new hour every year. He's like, but I do want to do something new every year. Like whether it's produce a new hour special, short film, act in a movie. Like he goes, every year I want to do something different. Like he was working on like some sort of CDs. Like I wanted to work on that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He goes, every year I have a project that I want to do. You know.
Yeah, I'm gonna make more. I was telling my friend from acting class I want to make more of these shorts. I'm getting back to what I used to be.
Right.
I said I used to, because she's in her 20s and she's like trying to figure out, and she's like, I just don't feel like as creative. I'm like, I was the same way. I was like, I have plenty of ideas,
Right.
but I had no skills.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So I was like, you think I'm mad creative now, but I'm a person with 14, 15 years being creative.
Right.
So I'm obviously going to be more creative than you are.
Right.
2 years in.
Exactly.
In your mid-20s.
Right.
You know, but I said I have all these ideas I had back then that I had no skills to do with them, so I can do something with them now.
Right.
Because she couldn't believe how fast it came about this script and then making it. I'm like,
Right.
I have the tools now.
Yeah.
So now's the time I got to get back into that passion I had. Like, I just didn't know how to do it.
Right.
You know, so it's like that's why I'm energized. It's like,
yeah.
oh shit, I have this ability now.
Right.
Like I was blown away that the look of the film came out how I wanted to.
Right.
Like just the overall look.
Yeah.
I was like, because I do video stuff all the time. I haven't made a film in a while.
Right.
Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I was anxiety about the whole shooting day. Cause I'm like, am I getting the right angles?
Yeah.
Am I,
Right.
is it gonna work? You know
Right.
what I mean? Because you just release it. And
Yeah,
you're just
yeah.
like,
Did you direct or you have your
I
other-
directed it. I had Emil there just to do the camera when I was acting and my
Okay.
close-ups.
Okay.
But I directed everything.
Now, when you were acting your close-ups, did you then have a monitor and go look and see how it looked, and then go back, or you just trust?
He'd flip the monitor, I'd see it. I'd see where I was at in the frame.
Okay.
I told him what I wanted, because Lazar's character was more menacing, so he had a lower angle, and mine had a higher angle.
Yeah.
And I had it kind of close to me to kind of make me feel claustrophobic.
Yeah.
You know? But like in the outtakes, you'll see me do my own clapperboard. I'm like, take two, and action, and then I get into character.
Right, okay.
So I was doing everything, which made my brain almost fry.
Right.
You know, because I had planned on just paying those two guys. I didn't have money for a crew. And,
Yeah.
You know, they were great guys and didn't take the money. So,
Right.
'cause-
So I'm thinking about doing that one thing that I want to shoot. I want to pay the couple of actors
yeah.
that we get involved, just to give them some money. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and they're gonna get a reel. So I want to make it. I want it to be good. I want the material to be good. I want them to look good. I want it to be good.
Yeah.
So it's something you're fucking like, not just a goofy thing we did.
Right.
I don't want to do a goofy thing. I'm fucking 49 years old. I don't want to do a goofy thing we did.
Yeah.
Those days are over. That's 20s. You do a goofy thing you did.
Yeah.
I want to do something quality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then I figured if we did get advertising from it, that would be, what we take. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
If it
yeah.
ever got any advertising.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Probably not. You can't even think. It's like literally.
No, but I'm saying
Yeah.
it's an investment for me
Yeah.
to put the money into the actors to get who I want to do the thing.
Mm-hmm.
But afterwards, if I was ever to reap any benefits, it would be we would do it from the chat, from the views.
Yeah. That's what sucks about YouTube now. They just totally changed the game in the past year, where you need 1,000 subscribers to even be monetizing.
I know.
So that's why. I mean, I've gained 179 subscribers this year.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to
Right.
beef it up. That's why you just got to keep putting out content. That's why I even put up these audio clips of my stand up.
Right. That's exactly.
And but it's just so weird. It's like it's tough to turn it into subscribers,
Right.
because if you look on the data, your subscribers, unless they hit the little bell icon to get notified,
Yeah.
like it'll show my film. 90% of the views are not subscribers.
Right.
And I have almost 300 subscribers.
Right.
So 90% of the 600 views
Yeah.
are strangers.
Yes.
So the subscribers aren't even getting it in their feed because they're not watching short films, so the algorithm doesn't put short films.
Right.
Whatever they're watching, the algorithms.
Yeah,
Now, if they went and watched one of my videos, then maybe it'll pop
would
my
show up.
video.
Yep.
It'll start showing up.
Yeah.
That's the key. You got to get the good video. Bing, bang, boom.
Right.
Who knows? Then it'll all change.
there's no
That's why I
sign.
say I just make things. I put them out there,
Exactly.
and
Yeah, my whole point with the getting paid thing wasn't until I thought I'm going to get paid.
yeah.
It's that my gamble and my investment.
Yes, Robin, you're going to get outtakes for sure.
My investment would be
Mostly mine.
my investment would be with the actresses that are
Yeah.
in this thing. That would be my investment to give them some money for
Yeah.
doing it. and that would be my investment. Any return on the investment would come from if.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why I told all my acting school friends, I was like, I'm gonna make a video with all of yous.
Right.
We're gonna help each other. We're gonna help each other get reels. We're gonna make short 3-minute videos.
Exactly. Yeah.
And do it. I have nothing else to do.
Right. No. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I would rather. I'd love to spend my money doing that.
Right. Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Robin, the outtake video, I put it together. My actual film with credits is 3 minutes. The outtakes are now 5 minutes, 40 seconds.
You might have to come down on that a little bit.
What?
You might have to come down on that. Or you
Well, that's how much I fucked up, though.
Okay.
I'm saying. I'll put it out there because I don't care how long that is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You watch it, you watch it. It's just outtakes.
Yeah, yeah.
You know? But,
That's good.
I have to not be lazy with the outtakes because currently I have the... You know, obviously you're not going to sync up the quality sound with a bad take.
Right.
You only do it with the good takes.
Yeah, yeah.
So I go back and sync up the sound with
yeah.
the bad takes.
Right,
I'm like,
right.
I can use the shitty audio, but it won't play as well. So I have to put the work
that's
in.
a lot of work.
It's a lot. It's not. It's just I'm tired and I had therapy today. I'm going to keep using that as an excuse. Joe, can you take out the guard? I had therapy today. I'm raw. I'm raw inside. Ooh, that therapy scare. It's like I got for something that I felt good doing.
Yeah.
Ooh, man! Ever since I left, I'm like, I feel like an open wound.
It's like a fourth step.
Oh,
You did a fifth with this person, and now,
dude, I feel like I haven't. Yeah, I can't tell you the last time I felt like this. I've had like the heebie-jeebies.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm just like, yeah.
Well, when's your next appointment?
Next Wednesday.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So next Wednesday, 3:00. So
I got next Tuesday. I have an appointment. Finally, you ever see notifications that say Central Casting,
yes.
and you can't submit because you're not a part of Central Casting?
Uh huh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like if a notification says for this show must be registered for Central Casting,
Right.
you can't even submit because you're not.
Because you're not. Yeah.
And to be a non-union actor, you have to keep looking back for dates. I've been looking for 8 months now to try to get one fucking. You have to go for a class a day. You have to go for a day of orientation. Not a day; it's like an hour. You have to go for that.
Yeah.
And then take pictures to be in the fucking casting. Casting. What did I say?
Call. Central Casting.
Central Casting. So they have to take photos of you and keep you on file. This way, when you do submit to the roles that only for Central Casting, they have it. You know what I'm saying? So I've been trying. Finally, you have to keep looking. And every day I would go on the thing and refresh for dates available. No dates. And I hit it last week. Boom. There was a date for next Tuesday.
Oh.
So I scheduled 10:45 next Tuesday. I go for an hour, and then I can get into Central Casting. And then it doesn't mean I'm going to get work, but I'm now available for that. Like the shows that only go through Central Casting, shows that only go through them.
Okay.
That I can now at least, like Blue Bloods and like those certain shows that they're not open. They have to go to that.
Oh, that'll be awesome.
Yeah, so.
Might as well.
Just trying to get little bits. I don't care, man. I want to be on set. I know it's not. No one in the background is getting brought to the front to be the main actor. I'm not fucking dumb.
That guy Lazard that was in my film, he does a lot of like Ray Donovan. The Blacklist. He's like in jail, like a prisoner a lot.
Yeah. Right.
But he gets a lot of extra work.
Yeah. And you're never gonna get. But I want to be in the scene. I want to be in the middle of it. I don't want to be home or working at fucking Target or Home Depot. Why the fuck?
Yeah.
Who cares? Because you talk to somebody like, I wouldn't even do it. Background, it sucks. Well, don't do it. I don't give a fuck. I just want to be a part of. I just want to be in it.
Yeah.
Can't be in it at home. That's why I want to start writing for these shows. Like I've been watching some Seth Meyers today. I watched a lot of his shows just to see his, you know what I mean? To see if I can write for him. Like just to see if I can write jokes for him. For Fallon. Write those, things he does at the desk. Right? You know what I mean? His monologue jokes.
Yeah.
Like in those, they take daily submissions. So I want to do every day. I want to start writing every day. And then once I start, do this for a couple of weeks, I want to find the contacts and say, how do I submit?
Yeah.
How do I submit, man? I just want to do it. And it'll get me out and it'll get me doing it. regardless of what happens with it.
That's it. You just got to do it,
Because
man.
it doesn't matter what happens to it. I just want to be doing. I don't need to. I want big things for me, but it has to start by doing.
That's why I went and did that play reading with that playwright.
Right.
The woman, she gave me $50. I don't know the card. She made me the nicest card.
Yeah.
Saying, so it was the first reading of her play.
Okay.
And she's like, no matter who does this play, I'm always going to remember you as the right way.
Oh, nice.
And I thought it was very nice.
That's
and she
nice.
threw me $50. Let me tell you, my 2 acting gigs I've booked since being an acting student have both been paid gigs.
Right.
The only free acting I've done is my own productions,
Yeah.
but other people, I was like, you know what? It means a lot to me that 2 people have paid me to act in their productions.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I was like,
yeah.
and they liked me, and they're like, they want me to come back in the spring if I want to read plays again. I'm like, but yeah, I just did that for my own experience, and there's other playwrights there that I met.
Right.
I don't know what's going to snowball to, but that's one of my goals is to
Just keep doing it.
act in a live theater.
There you go.
I definitely want to do it.
Okay.
I think it's going to give me the rush. I like the rush of the live theater.
Right.
I still don't know how I can memorize a whole play, though.
You'll do it.
No, I know. Well, I said I'm not going to jump. I'm not going to go from what I'm doing now to starring role. No, I'm going to, start off with mailman.
waiter.
Your mail's here.
Yeah.
Nailed it, dude. Totally went after my objective. My objective was to give the mail. I gave the fucking mail. And I walked off and didn't trip or nothing. 3 nights in a row. Thespian. Joe Thespian Fernandes. Oh, I'm tired. Let's wrap this bitch up. Don Michalowski joined us right at the end, but that's okay, Don, because you can go subscribe to the audio podcast on the Laughable App, iTunes, or iHeart Radio.
Nice.
So you have anything coming up do you want to promote?
Yes, Friday, I will be at the Tarrytown Theater in Tarrytown, New York. Beautiful theater. I did it with Kathleen Madigan. I'm on the Manhattan Comedy Night show.
Okay, awesome.
So I know Andy Fiore is one of them.
Oh,
I saw
nice.
his name on the list, but I don't remember everybody else. So I apologize for that. But I picked it up last minute, so
Nice.
yeah, it's cool.
This Friday and Saturday, I'll be at the Comedy Cove in Springfield, New Jersey. So
Where at?
Comedy Cove this Friday and Saturday.
Okay, with who?
Kevin Downey Jr.
Okay.
And Monty Mason will be on the show emceeing. I haven't seen him in a while. I like that guy.
Okay.
He's funny. And JoeFernandes.net to see the rest of my schedule. Go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Joe Fernandes. My new short film, Sranje Incident, is the main movie when you go there. Give it a view, share it with your friends, give it a thumb up, give it a comment, and help me get people to watch it. So thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We're going to try having call-ins in the future. That was nice having Brian calling in.
Yep.
Appreciate that. Thanks for listening. Thanks for downloading. You've been listening to All in Our Heads.